It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Denzel Mims. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
2-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Michel. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And a punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. There's a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Stepping up now, a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's picked. And nothing there with the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
He's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
7 yards, the pickup there. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. play action. They'll throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. T.J. Logan. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Let's go.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. Second back right around the 30. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A throw over the middle, taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Jets 14, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now he dumps this off over the middle. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This time he'll look to throw. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's...
And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this across midfield and down at the 48-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
First down and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. T.J. Logan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play to Michel on the screen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will
Come the fuck on.
hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Logan. Across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been fine.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. T.J. Logan, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's caught.
Dude, nothing. You can't play the ball. Oh my goodness. The fuck are you out there for? Fuck, we gonna try to compete next season and shit. You doing dumb shit like that. Oh my goodness. We don't stand a fucking chance.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. How about that?
Game with a witness, Spectre.
28 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
In this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for
nobody catching shit.
I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw again. And it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. It's stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
that
he
shit.
will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is a lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue.
And now here is another interception. Picked up at the 14. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Third and 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yep.